So everyone watching, you know, our fans and friends at home, gnarly times. We've got some fun little waves though, and well, it's been the tension's been building all morning, and big anticipation for this heat.
Griffin still chipping away at his ride. We'll see what work he got done on the opening stages of this wave. But this is the first time that we've seen him in the elimination round in his career. He obviously, there was a format change at the end of 2018. We've got Griffin Colapinto on the right, but we'll roll with Jack Freestone on the left. He's going to duck out of this one. We didn't see him get any big numbers on the board. Probably the lowest scoring heat he's ever had. But here he is, looking to get started. A wild card just chipping away at this one. And that'll feel good just to get something on the board already. He'll eclipse what he put up in the seeding round. And I feel like in the more marginal conditions, that's when they're going to become a little bit more vulnerable. You get high quality surf for these guys. They're so good at reading conditions. But in these kind of waves, you know, this is a new generation of surfer. Very progressive, but the small wave surfing on the championship tour is just at a new level, and we saw that last year. We've got a situation here, Hooter sounding.
That satisfaction of putting in a good performance, it just wasn't there yesterday, but already he's up and running. Here we go, Jack Freestone.
Back underway here in the first elimination heat for the man, and Jack Freestone swings the tail. Rides fakey for a moment, but can't swing it back around. 28 minutes to go, and it'll be another throwaway for the surfer from the Gold Coast.
His record in the air shows is amazing. And just, you could see on that last little air, although he didn't ride out of it, looks like another paddle. Yeah, his technique was perfect. The offshore wind, he kept the board a little flatter so that it didn't get away from him. But just so competent.
And he is out there with priority at the moment. Has a 3 on the board, and he's after a 5.5 to get himself into the lead. Great flow, and he will finish this wave off on the inside. That's going to feel good. That'll fill him with confidence.
We watch the replay here. So it gets set. The first turn, clean little snap, and just those extra little bits of flair that Taj seems to be able to put on everything. Those little theatrics with the arms.
The training go-to for many of the surfers on the championship tour at the moment. His movies like Sabotage and Montage, Fair Bits, you know, that they were just on high rotation on most of the competitors on the CT, on their video players, their DVDs and stuff back in the day. Taj putting up a 4.43 on his second ride in second spot. Jack Freestone's after a 6.93, but it's this guy that's leading at this stage. Griffin just drops to the bottom of this one, grabs that rail, digs into that first turn, and again gets up into the pocket. So 2 solid moves on the outside, cleaning this one up right through to that gurgling section at the...
This wave here for Griffin Colapinto. Watch how deep he comes off those bottom turns. Perfect timing on the first one. Gets even deeper on the second. A little bit more critical. Kept those turns so tight in the pocket and finished really well here. Just love this angle. Watch how deep. Gets the mini grab on the rail. That's just to stabilize himself. And just beautiful rotation in the upper quadrant of the wave there.
To the left here. And behind him, Freestone gets an opportunity. Good size set. Couple of solid hits there. That's a bit more like it from the 28-year-old. And that's going to get him right back in this heat, potentially even into second spot as we wait for the numbers to drop.
That second bottom turn was phenomenal. Jack, he got a great wave too. This is a better one. Bang, up and under the lip. Just rotating a little bit more than Griff on his. And on the second one, just extending the turn, drifting the fins a little bit. Let's break down the action here. This is TB on the right-hander, getting some critical turns done there.
But beautiful surfing there, and no surprise to see that go as the highest number of the heat as Taj Burrow gets going on the right, still looking to just push a 4.43 out of his scoreline to increase the lead over Jack Freestone, who's holding priority.
There he is, Jack up and riding.
Well, Jack's not going to waste any time in trying to get himself into that qualifying position. Loads up. Just a transition hit there. Still needs more to make sure of it, and he'll find it there. This should do it. This will get him back up into the top 2 now.
Smart surfing there from Jack Freestone. Didn't over push it. Just got to the end of that wave. Got that second hit. That banked the number. Only needing that 2.17 now. Pressure's going to be back on Taj. Got one of the rights and put a decent number down as well. But great to see TB back here in competition. Real treat for the fans.
And in reflecting on Jack's decision to take that small set wave for the 3.73, really crucial decision that he made, and it was the right one. Very big one, so this heat is still wide open, but Griffin Colapinto just looking dominant in the first elimination heat, taking the victory. He's down there with Stace.
Griff, how stoked are you to share a heat with Taj and ultimately get him?
Yeah, super stoked. We were just talking story before the heat. Like, it was like there's no pressure, you know. Just I was asking him about the boards he was riding and all that, and what's going on in his life. So yeah, I just felt like we were having a free surf.
Even when the hooter went, there was still no pressure?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little nervous for sure. I mean, Jack and Taj are both like super high performance surfers, so you know, in these types of waves, anything can happen. So yeah, I was nervous.
What was the game plan out there? Were you looking at the rights or the lefts, or just playing it as it came?
I was originally looking at the rights, and then that massive set came in as our heat was on hold, and so I was like, oh wow, there's still a couple lefts, you know. And then sure enough, those two waves came in for Jack and I, and we both were on them and capitalized, so that was good.
You're number 6 in the world. How much does that play into your mind?
It's definitely like playing in a little bit, because I haven't been in this position before, and it's like, well, like, I don't know, like my last heat, I just had the worst heat ever, and like my whole day yesterday was just so off, and I just had to laugh at it at the end of the day. I mean, I started off, my bike broke in the morning on the way here, so I had to do like a full workout, paddle out before my free surf, didn't catch one wave, paddle my heat, 15-minute lull, and then come back to free surf after the comp and buckle my magic board. So it was like one of those days I just had to laugh at it, like, are you kidding me? So yeah, so today I was just like, all right, new day. That was funny, but yeah, it was on.
Well done, Griff. Looking good. On to the next round.
All right, thanks, Stace.
Cheers, Stace. Yeah, Griffin is looking good. He's looking so comfortable in these early rounds. I mentioned before, first time we've seen him in the elimination round, and it just never felt like he was going to fall out of the mix here. He's